There are country music stars who spend their entire lives trying to stay in the spotlight. And then there's Bobbie Gentry. In the late 1960s, she was one of the biggest names in American music. She wasn't just a singer. She was a songwriter, a storyteller, a television personality, and one of the highest paid entertainers in the world. Critics praised her. Fans adored her. Her records sold by the millions. Then, almost as suddenly as she arrived, she disappeared. No farewell tour, no dramatic press conference, no comeback albums. She simply walked away. Yet nearly 60 years later, we're still talking about her. Today we're taking a look at Bobbie Gentry, then and now. Bobbie Gentry was born Roberta Lee Streeter on July 27, 1942, in Chickasaw County, Mississippi. Life wasn't easy. Her parents separated when she was young, and she spent much of her childhood being raised by her grandparents. Those years in rural Mississippi shaped everything that would come later. The people, the landscapes, and the stories of the South would eventually become the heart of her songwriting. She learned several musical instruments as a child before moving to California to pursue a career in music. Unlike many young singers of the era, Bobbie wasn't content to simply sing songs written by someone else. She wanted to tell her own stories in her own voice. That opportunity came in 1967 with a song called Ode to Billie Joe. No one expected what happened next. The record shot to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became one of the biggest hits of the year. But what truly captured America's imagination wasn't just the melody, it was the mystery. What exactly did Billie Joe McAllister throw off the Tallahatchie Bridge? Bobbie Gentry never answered the question, and that was the point. Listeners debated the meaning around dinner tables, on radio shows, and in newspaper columns. The mystery became part of the song's magic. The record earned Bobbie 3 Grammy Awards and made her one of the biggest stars in America almost overnight. Many people remember Bobbie Gentry for that one remarkable song, but her career was far richer than that. She followed Ode to Billie Joe with acclaimed albums, including the Delta Suite, a deeply personal collection inspired by her Mississippi roots. Then came Fancy, a song that would later become a signature hit for Reba McEntire and introduce Bobbie's songwriting to an entirely new generation of fans. What made Bobbie truly different was that she wasn't just a singer. She wrote, she arranged, she produced. At a time when very few women had that kind of creative control, Bobbie Gentry insisted on shaping every aspect of her music. Long before it became common, she proved that women could be complete artists, not just performers. By the end of the 1960s, Bobbie Gentry seemed to be everywhere. She starred in television specials, hosted her own variety series in both the United States and the United Kingdom, and became a headline attraction in Las Vegas. Her performances combined music, elegance, and storytelling in a way few entertainers could match. She wasn't simply successful. She was one of the highest-paid female entertainers of her time. If someone had predicted in 1970 which country artists would still be household names 50 years later, Bobbie Gentry would almost certainly have been near the top of the list. Then something remarkable happened. She quietly stepped away. Television appearances became less frequent. Concerts became fewer. By the early 1980s, she had retired from public life. There was no scandal, no public feud, no dramatic controversy. She simply decided she'd had enough. Since then, Bobbie Gentry has remained almost completely out of the public eye. She has not toured, granted interviews, or sought publicity for more than 4 decades. So where is Bobbie Gentry in 2026? The honest answer is that no one outside her family and close friends knows for certain. Over the years, there have been rumors about where she lives, but none have ever been confirmed. she has chosen to keep her personal life exactly that, personal, and perhaps that's exactly how she wants it. But while Bobbie herself disappeared from the spotlight, her music never did. New generations continue discovering Ode to Billie Joe. Songwriters still study her remarkable storytelling. Artists continue recording her songs. In 2020, she was inducted into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame, recognizing what fans had known for decades. Bobbie Gentry wasn't simply a gifted singer. She was one of America's great songwriters. Today, we celebrate artists who write their own songs, oversee their recordings, and demand creative control. Bobbie Gentry was doing all of that nearly 60 years ago. She proved that a young woman from rural Mississippi could change popular music forever. Her influence can still be heard today, and perhaps that's her greatest achievement. Some stars spend their lives trying to remain famous. Bobbie Gentry chose something else. She chose privacy. Yet decades after walking away, her music continues to inspire listeners around the world, proving that a true artist's legacy isn't measured by how long they stay in the spotlight. It's measured by how long their work continues to matter. What do you think? Would you like to see Bobbie Gentry return for one final interview, or do you think she's earned the quiet life she chose? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, please give the video a like, subscribe to Country Music Spotlight, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another piece of country music history. This is David. Until next time, wishing you and yours the very best.
In a room with a flickering light, country music spotlight shining bright, showcasing tales of legends old, with heart and story